Amateur.
Aue.
Looking for company, Logan. Funny, you strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
You do not look old.
I'm over 100, kid. You're probably thrown off by my supple skin.
I am over 300. Old is only as old as you feel.
Then I must be ancient, 'cause I feel every single one of my years.
You carry them very well.
I could keep listening to this kind of flattery forever.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's bad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Hunter.
Doctor Strange is fascinating. His magic is incredibly powerful.
Hola. Next job I take has got to be on a boat. International water means no rules.
I must admit, I wasn't entirely confident that the bar guest would be taken alive, but if anyone could do it.
And now you will do something terrible to the beast?
Not necessarily. The barrier protecting Dr. Banner's facility functions on a simple premise. Only demons can pass through it, so all we need is a way to disguise the hunter as a demon.
I told you before, I am not turning that dog into a cape.
And I told you it is not a dog. Besides, I don't think a cape will be enough.
You wouldn't dare.
My hope is that we can synthesize a facsimile of the bar guest's skin to fool the barrier without harvesting the creature itself.
This really is a bizarre plan, even for you.
If you want to reach the Gamma Accelerator, this is our best and only hope.
More importantly, Doctor, is reaching Wanda. I don't like it, but if the creature must be sacrificed for her...
Having this much demonic energy concentrated on you, Hunter, is not an insignificant risk. I just hope your collar can withstand...
Let me worry about that, Doctor, after you have proven out your plan.
I want an alpaca.
Excuse me?
You get a demon dog, Hunter gets a demon dog. I want an alpaca.
For the last time, Tony, the Barghest is not a pet. It's evil.
Have you come to vent about Strange's plan? I did my best not to be rude. To his face, at least.
You do not believe it will work.
No, I don't. But I do know that Wanda is on the other side of that barrier. And the Doctor may be our only hope of reaching her.
He cares about Wanda too. Do not forget that. Stark may be after this gamma accelerator, but the Doctor is clearly focused on Wanda.
That's why I did not rip apart his idea from the beginning. I know we both want the same thing.
It could be worse. You could be the one who has to actually wear the dog armor.
True, you are the guinea pig once again. Thank you for the talk, Hunter. I feel slightly better about our chances.
Can we please just get this research going now? Because that thing is looking at me all wrong. I saw you petting it this morning.
You are mistaken. I was taking a blood sample.
Oh, does that require feeding it a fistful of treats?
It needs to eat, Tony.
Hey, Hunter. Initiating struggle. How's that for quality workmanship? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
You have my undivided attention. I know exactly where this goes. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
See you soon.
I miss my students back at the school, but we'll be reunited soon.
Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter. I expected no less from someone as skilled as you.
Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin?
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
No pain, no gain. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
I feel stronger already.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Maybe you should just hit me up on Superlink when you're ready. See you around.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I got it.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Doesn't sound like much. I'm gonna rescue you.
Leave some for the rest of us.
You have earned this.
Hail that!
About time.
That wasn't bad. Blast for it.
By her command.
For Hydra. You don't know who you're messing with. Looks like they called for help.
Looking at me now?
Now for something real special.
Let me help.
No time to...
Try that more often.
scare me off, you know.
Come get it.
Is that the whole gang?
Another truck is about to leave. You know what to do.
Where'd you learn that one?
Weak, even for Hydra.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Dibs on the exit.
Watch closely. already, loser.
Walk in the light.
I might have to try that myself.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
I'm impressed.
Probably could have pulled this off without me.
Here's one for you. Oh, I almost feel bad for you losers. Almost. Going for it. I could have made that so much worse.
Make you pay for that. You ain't good enough for me.
Almost seems too easy.
Nothing at me now.
You were too weak for this fight.
Your mother abandoned you.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
Hey, boss. I could use some help.
Ah, Hunter. Good to see you.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to charge his phone.
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
Two questions. Should I bring popcorn and have you prepared a list of snarky zingers?
No, God, no. That's not what this is about. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair. Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, what was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. Stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. I respect that you shared this, warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hellride? You wanna give me a hand?
Sure. Tell me where you need me.
We did good, bub.
The staff of one gets antsy if I don't use it every now and then.
I'm trying a new workout routine. The more I burn off, the more I get to eat.
This place makes my skin crawl.
We could do something else.
I meant the Abbey. The air always feels wrong here. Makes my hair stand on end.
It is part of the Abbey's charm.
Wouldn't call that charming.
I meant the actual charm built into the Abbey. It encourages you to leave.
How long until that stops? For a person?
You get used to it after a few years.
Well, I don't plan on being around that long. Sarah never told me you were this fun.
If it was here, Autumn would show me. There must not be anything here. The goddess must be busy. There is only so much Hippus can do. If it were meant to be broken, Set would gladly assist. He does not seem interested in breaking it. Hippus does not seem to agree. Respectable offer. Seems my offering was accepted.